Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Enola Holmes is a Netflix original movie, and it's about the other Holmes that you probably haven't heard of, and that's Enola, Sherlock Holmes' younger sister, and also the younger sister of Mycroft Holmes. And so this movie is about Enola and how her mother actually goes missing, and now she is on a journey to not only find her mother, but also find her own adventure as a Holmes. So let's go ahead and get into the things that I really enjoyed about this film. Starting with the superb cast in this. Millie Bobby Brown, ever since Stranger Things, every film practically that she's done has just gotten better and better. I think she's going to be one of the top actresses, and she's just great, and I loved her in this movie. Second to that is, of course, Henry Cavill. I never thought Henry Cavill would be Sherlock Holmes, but after seeing him in this movie, I really want to see him in his own Sherlock Holmes film. And then we have Sam Claflin as Mycroft Holmes. Now, his role is probably not going to be as interesting as the other Holmes, but he still plays a part. And Sam Claflin, he's in other shows and movies before, and he does a good job. And of course, Helena Bonham Carter. This is a legendary actress. I've loved watching pretty much all her movies and shows that she's been in, especially her movies with Tim Burton, her husband, the director. I love Helena Bonham Carter, and in this movie, once again, she just brings a lot of that great acting ability. And all the other people in this movie, from side characters to other characters who are in there longer than most, I think they all did a great job. And it's probably one of the best things about this entire movie. It's just the cast is just so good. And at the same time, this is pretty much an all British cast. And so I'm really glad that Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill are able to use their native British accents versus having to do a lot of American accents, which a lot of British actors and actresses have to do. And so that's the first and absolutely best thing about this film. The second thing is the story itself. So as I stated a little bit earlier, Enola is looking for her mom, played by Helena Bonham Carter. But in this case, you're not really sure if she's missing because she got kidnapped or if she voluntarily goes missing. So that's the main story. But there's also this other story with his lord. And there's a lot of things that goes along with it. And then it kind of creates this whole relationship with Enola and the Lord. And so there's like two parallel stories, but at the same time there's probably a third story as well, and I would say it's the story of the whole Holmes family. And to me, that's probably one of the most fascinating parts of this, because the whole story gets into this world that they've built. And I would say by the end of this film, you realize that it's much larger than what you expect it to be. And at the same time, there's a lot more story to be told. And so the story itself, I think, was really wonderful. It brought a lot of the Holmes family lineage story together. But at the same time, it introduces so many other characters that could really go into their own stories. And so that's the second best thing about this movie. And then I would say the final best thing about this movie is the overall production quality. You could tell a lot of money was spent on this film. This is definitely a big budget production. The overall cinematography, the colors, the special effects, everything just popped. It reminded me a lot of the Sherlock Holmes film with Robert Downey Jr., just with a lot more color and vibrancy. And other things like the costume designs, the musical score, everything about this film is extremely high quality, but very, very entertaining and pleasing to the eyes and audio. And so if you enjoy high production quality, this has it. For all your email management needs, check out Aweber, the preferred choice news at geekoutdoors.com. Sign up today and get a 30-day free trial. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. So getting into the things that I didn't like, about the only thing that I didn't really enjoy about this film is that, you know, at about 2 hours and 3 minutes, there is a lot of story and characters. There's a lot of things going on. And there were moments where things kind of slowed down. And it didn't really affect it too much. But compared to the rest of the movie, it was slower. But at the same time, there was just so much fast-paced action that maybe most people won't even notice it. But that's about the only nitpick that I have. And so that is it for my review of Enola Holmes. As you could probably tell, I absolutely love this film. And it's one of those types of movies that I really think Netflix is pushing more towards, just putting a lot of money into it with a superb cast, great story, world building, everything else. These are the types of films that I enjoy the most. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, especially if you are a fan of the whole Sherlock Holmes world. And now you're going to be introduced to Enola Holmes' entire world. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my action film reviews, I do have a playlist. I'll leave that in the description area below if you're interested. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.